The fox sits in an alcove surrounded by tall brush and thin trees. There is a road that heads north um, from Redwater that connects to the Boneway, and then through the south part of Redwater, heading all the way to Ironwood. This is that road heading south. There was a tip given to the fox from inside Redwater that there were a large supply coming from House Redhawk, likely to House Ironwood. What it contained, it was unclear, but the fox and his men were ready to take it, as they always did. He did not yet hear the clapping of the wagon or the men talking on the road, giving him and his own time to speak about the plan of action. So you feel free to roleplay.
Okay, so this is going to be Bandito number 1. Oi, boss, what are we going to do?
Oh, the caravan should be by soon.
From over the... Oh, go ahead.
We'll try and take the outriders with bow fire. Then go for the main body.
So what White Wind does, as he's like, his horse is actually kind of, it's a little bit odd. His horse is laying down, like underneath a piece of brush, like laying down flat, and he's petting its head, and it's got like this wickedly big bow that he's just like, you know, holding down over it, and he's like watching the road. As this conversation goes up, and he does like a line across his neck and shakes his head no with his free finger. The Bandito number 2 says, you want us to split up?
Fox looks at Wind. And, what is it, brother?
Wind will just point with 2 fingers down the road on his into his eyes and down the road, and his lance is laying right next to his horse, and he says, he like points between the bow and the lance. And then to himself.
Asking which you want him to use, I believe.
Right, yeah. Old friend, you do whatever you think is best. I trust your judgment.
Yeah, the White Wind looks to his lance and picks it up, and he actually leaves it like next to the road, the alcove at the start of the road, Ted.
Sure.
So like if he were to shoot arrows, it'd be like sticking out of the ground right here. He could grab it as he rode by, right?
That's
like,
fine.
It's like in a tree somewhere, like up against the tree.
Yeah, with a lesser action, you can pick it up.
And I think the White Wind is going to attempt a strategy roll here.
Okay. You get a double recurve bow?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's like the only fucking thing I can buy.
Yeah, I was just making sure since you're on horse, right?
Yeah.
So if you are on horse, will you guys change your icon to the lightning bolt thing?
Yes, I assumed that we were all basically on horse.
And that's completely fine. I just wanted to make sure.
How do I do this for the banditos?
I can do it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing this guy right here.
Cool.
And so... Do you want to aid me in or let me aid you in a strategy roll?
You're probably better at it.
What's your warfare?
3.
Okay, yeah, this guy's a lot better than you. Still though, that's the thing. No, actually, do the warfare. And what he does is he's like pointing with hand gestures to like positions on the road and like aiding you with this. So I'm gonna actually do a coordinate with his warfare. If that's all right.
It's all right by me.
Okay, so let me actually go to this. So Tet, out of combat, my target is 9 instead of 12.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
That's what it is for the coordinate action.
Okay.
Unless you count this as a combat situation.
No, it's fine. That's right, it's 12 in combat. Success.
Okay, so that is going to give him 2 bonus dice, and it's going to give him 8 on top of whatever he rolls.
Yep, so go ahead and roll your warfare with 2 bonus dice and plus 8.
Alright.
So your dice should be like 5 dice, keep 3, unless you have a strategy dice.
What's the target?
Yeah, probably a 9.
Don't forget to add the 8
Right,
on top of that, so
8.
that's at least a 2 degree, if not 3,
Let's
actually.
see, 4, 4, 5. That's 13, 21. It's 21 minus 9. That's 3 degrees of success. Okay, what are you using this to accomplish?
I just, I think I don't know what Rob wants from this, but I think I want to make it to where they can't get away at least for a round. Like, they have to, like, if that's even possible, if you get what I'm saying. Like,
So they can't flee?
They can't flee immediately. They have to, like, turn the cart around, or they have to do something to maneuver out of the way.
Yeah, we would give them some sort of penalty to do that.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm focusing for, is just, like, the cargo is stuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least for a round. At least
sense.
for a round. So how we do that is, I think the white wind kind of points at this, like, rock, this outcropping of rock nearby, because we're on an alcove that's, like, looking over this road, and it's on the other side. He said, he points to it, and, you know, we're all surveying the area, and he's like, he points to 2 of the bandits and, like, points to it, and he does, like, a shove on bandit number 2's shoulder, and he points to the rock, and he looks to the fox for confirmation.
The fox kind of a half grin and nods.
So you're pushing the rock over?
Basically to not bar the way, but get in the fucking way.
Yep.
Like,
so you're able to push some rocks down onto the road.
Oh no, we wanted to spring this as they rode by.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. So as you do wait, you hear eventually. Now you hear the voices of guards, the sounds of horses, that sort of thing. So, and you can kind of spy them through the trees at this point, and they're getting closer and closer. And if you're there are where they are in the map. You see one guy on a horse kind of ride by, not spotting you.
I think the white wind waits for them to get moderately past, right? So let's put our guards and our bandits in position.
Okay. The wagon doesn't move because it's a part of the map, so you know.
Well, that takes care of the cargo getting away, Rivers.
That's right. It's not going anywhere.
I guess that was just useless. It doesn't move, you know. Yeah, I think we just open up fire on them.
Okay,
The
which
white
one?
wind kind of raises his hand.
Yeah, which one's dumping the rocks? Because that'll be his first action, right?
Oh, probably one of these guys, right? I
Okay.
assume one of these guys.
Yep. So if you
Let's,
want to, Rob, if you want to put the fox if that's where he's going to be, that's fine. But.
I'll sacrifice my first action to be the rock guy.
Okay. All right, let me So you push the rocks into the way as they're moving down the road, and the man in the front on the horse pulls back on the reins and stops and looks around, and he's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Prepare yourselves." But we're gonna see if you actually get your effective surprise. So,
So what this entails, the strategy roll should have helped for that, but you tell us what that is. But I'm also going to roll a tactics roll here.
you're gonna.
This is my own.
To give up your spot.
I'm gonna just go last. I choose to go last right now for a free action to roll tactics to give everyone on a target number 0.
Let's do surprise first before that.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll. I guess what I'll do is I'll roll awareness on this guy. So I'll do it against your surprise roll. What was the total? I'm pretty sure.
21 is the total. 21 is the total.
Okay.
We got 3 degrees of success.
Yeah. So if he beats a 21, which I think is pretty much impossible, then
Hey, nothing's impossible with dreams.
it's true. Dream big.
Oh, fuck.
Dream big, but if he has less than 3 dice, then it's impossible. Or he had 4 dice. So let's see, which I'm pretty sure he does. Where's this guy?
He could burn a destiny point.
He doesn't have them. All right. Well, it's possible. Nope.
Not with a roll like that.
So you get your 1d in surprise. So you get plus 1d on your first fighting and marksmanship tests. So now you can go ahead and do your initiative.
Okay, so this is before anybody rolls initiative. Let me do something.
While you do that, I'm going to roll mine.
Yeah, this is going to be, and this is to a number of allies in skirmish that are to the number, so I can only give it to myself or to the fox. Actually, I've got enough. I've got 4 warfare, so. I re-roll 1s and 2s, and I can re-roll 3 of them. Okay, so I need to re-roll 3 dice.
Yep.
Okay, so I think that's enough to get me to 4 degrees. So 2 and a... no, I don't think so. Hold on. 2, 5, 9, 11, 13, or 3 on a 0. That means that 4, 4, 8, 13, 15. If 0 is a target number, that means that... I'm pretty sure that's 4 degrees, Ted.
Well, I have to look. 2 seconds.
It'd be 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, and then 15 is the 4th, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not.
Yeah, if
So-
you got the 10 or if you got the
Yeah.
15, it's 4.
So that means that everybody's getting 4 bonus dice to their agility quickness roll. Don't forget to mark off your armor penalty for your rolls, by the way, if you have any.
Yeah.
I don't know what the bandits have.
Bandits have... hard leather, -2.
Okay, so agility quickness. I'm just going to click this guy's sheet.
Mm-hmm, that's fine. They can go together, actually. So just do it once and they'll all go together.
Just so does somebody just want me to roll?
Yeah, it's fine. Nice.
Let's see.
Now, Ted, are we going to count as being mounted for this or not?
Yeah, you're mounted. If you're
All
if you're
right.
mounted, you're mounted, right?
Right. I like this.
Okay, now on
You
the
get a negative
initiative.
for shooting off of a horse.
Do you have you need a recurve bow if you're gonna do that.
Let's try it.
But or you can actually do it with a hunting bow. You can do it with a hunting bow.
Okay.
I think that did your initiative correctly there.
Yep.
Seems to have.
Do you have four quickness? Or no, because
For agility.
4 agility and then you got 4. You got the 4 from Rivers thing, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And -2. Yep.
I think he did that wrong because he's got 4 in his quickness and then he added 4 as well. So he needs to re-roll it, actually, because he's got 12 dice there instead of 12 dice, 6, keep 4. Unless he has 4 in his quickness
No.
already. Yeah, he has to re-roll that. So what you're gonna do is click your token and hit complex skill. Or
Yeah.
simple skill, actually.
Yeah, make sure you click your token because you just changed to bandit, which is fine. But if you want to do it correctly, click your own token.
Click the click the fox and hit simple skill.
Well, he has one that's supposed to be initiative.
Yeah, but we're doing custom initiative here, so it's a bit different.
Okay.
I start fucking with stuff whenever I do coordinate stuff, so.
Okay, so simple skill.
So you'd put 4 in your agility slot, and then 4 in your if you have a bonus die, put 4 in there.
Yeah, he did.
Yep. Okay.
That's
cool.
correct.
But that didn't get the -2 for my armor.
That's okay.
well,
I'll just subtract it.
It's 19. It's whatever. You're going first. And that's why I rolled that.
All right, and so you're gonna go last.
Just make me a 0.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was gonna be.
Oh, I didn't even hit the button.
That's fine. Doesn't matter. So I think we're good, right?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So you push the rocks into the road. with the help of the White Wind coordinating the battle, you go very quickly, and your troop goes first with the fox in the lead. What does he do?
And the fox is going to fire at the mounted.
Okay.
Chap.
I didn't have time to put a name on him, but he's a free rider is what it's supposed to be. But okay. So you can aim and fire, right? So give yourself a bonus die if you do that.
All right.
Don't forget your bonus dice is well kept. Our extra dice, actually.
What now? Say that again?
His extra dice from surprise.
Oh, right. So you'll get a bonus die and an extra kept die. So yeah. And he's on a horse, so you could shoot his horse if you desired. But horses are valuable.
Yes, they fucking are. Horse wranglers are a thing.
Yeah, he's on a
Yeah,
courser,
but
so
I kind of want to prevent him from riding away. So
Yeah,
maybe the horse is a legitimate target.
it has a leather barding.
But as you say, it's worth something itself.
I wouldn't worry about him. Don't worry about him. I got him.
He thinks he's going to get lanced.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I still think I'm going to soften him up with an arrow.
That's perfectly fine. If you hit him, then I can chase him down. If he starts to run, right?
If you want to do a complex skill, just let me know, and then I'll tell you what the TN is.
Yeah, I think that's
Well,
what this is going to have to.
Yeah, you should be able to. Well, I don't know, because... Well, does it ask you what your bonus die is? I can't remember. And your kept die?
I don't know either. So let's see. Total dice.
So that would be...
4, expertise 5.
So 6.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget your bonus die if you have them.
Right, got 3 bonus dice, so I guess that goes here too.
And
yes,
plus...
in total,
Mm-hmm,
and plus the bonus die you get. So you have effectively 5 dice, right? And then you're going to get your bonus dice, so you need to add those in. So you have 9 dice from what I'm calculating.
10, actually, because an aim.
Oh, 10. So you're going to have 10 dice, keep 5.
Keep
6, actually.
Keep 6, yeah.
Jiminy freaking Christmas.
Oh, you have the surprise, right? Which is huge.
6.
It is very huge.
And, okay, so target number is...
Target number is 11.
You're hitting him, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Oh, man. What's your damage on that recurve bow?
It's pretty gruesome.
Wow, 5, 6, 5, 5, 5.
And it's 7 damage.
Oh, God, that's 20.
Shit.
That's 21 damage. God damn.
So you fire an arrow and it hits him in the chest and he kind of wavers. And he's like, 2 arms! And takes a wound. Okay.
Right.
Bandit number 1. I don't know which bandit this is. It's the bandit next to the fox. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and just run the bandits, Chris, or whoever, right?
I got it. I got that.
I'm operating the red one, so it's not
Okay.
a big deal.
That's all good.
Are all the bandit sheets the same?
Yep.
Just gonna run this one off the sheet, Ted.
That's fine. Uh, 12, that's 2 degrees of success. What's your damage?
8.
8 minus, so that's minus 3, 5 damage. So you stab the guard and he kind of like is very surprised. And
Oh shit!
yeah, you need to keep another die. Yeah. Just well, your roll you would keep you keep that 2, so 14, right?
Yeah, 14. I don't think 14 would change it.
14 versus 7. That's still 2 degrees. Yeah. So it takes. Yeah. All right. Okay. So you stab him. The next guy is orange. Go ahead and with orange.
Orange. This guy's gonna fire a bow, actually. Oh wait, he's on horseback, right?
He is.
Can he get there without?
Oh, you can get. Yeah, you can get anywhere on the field.
He's just gonna go for the guy with the bow.
Okay.
And whatever this is just gonna keep the dice. So.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
14 and then 17.
17, 2 degrees of success, which is damage. 4.
8.
So, yep. So he takes 2 damage. So he swings into the guy, and it bounces off his scale mail. All right. And so you want to describe how you push the boulders into the road, because that's going to be your turn.
I mean, is there like a boulder that's within? I mean, I just use strength to basically push it over.
Okay, that's fine.
It rolls over into the road.
So the guy who took the wound is like staggered and like kind of sees where the shot comes from, and he charges into the alcove after the fox. Okay, so I got to do this by hand here. So a charge, minus 1d, so he's at minus 2d total.
Oh God.
Yeah. So let's see, minus 2d. So he's got an axe, so he's charging with an axe. So it's going to be like this: roll 6d6, keep 2, 7.
Whiff.
So he charges you with his horse and swings with the axe and misses badly. The bowman is basically going to do a point-blank shot at the guy in front of him. He has a longbow, and he quickly knocks an arrow and points it dead at the guy and shoots with an aim. So his
21.
what's his defense? 7 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
7. That's going to be 3 degrees of success, just barely, and so a damage of. Oh, I didn't put the damage on here, but it's agility plus 3, 2 for longbow.
Agility plus 3.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not in here.
This guy's just gonna take an injury.
They can't take injuries and wounds. They're mooks. So.
Well, he just dies automatically.
Yeah, he just takes one in the eye. Okay, so the guards, I'll go with the red guy. He attacks the bandit that attacked him. Okay, with an aim. So he has... Actually, he draws his crossbow off his back and shoots. $12.
I don't know these guys. Let me look.
Right.
12 is going to be. They don't even have shields, Tet.
No, because they're bowmen, really, right?
Oh well, I wish I knew that. All right, well that's 2 degrees of success, almost 3.
So that's a damage of 8 total, minus their armor, so they take 5, right? Or what is their armor? I'm sorry. The armor is hard leather, so it's a 3, not a 2. I don't know what's. So 5 damage to him.
Is it 5 or 3?
Yeah, 8 minus 3, 5. So this guy basically loads pulls a crossbow and tries to shoot Jaminos's bandit, but there's going to be cover, so it's going to be a -2 to his roll. So
Cover also gives CD, but
or whatever, the other way, right? So doesn't matter. So same difference. He takes 5 damage. The red guy does. This guy is not able to shoot anyone, so he draws his crossbow and moves up here. He hops off the wagon where this guy's on the bench. All right, White Wind, you're up.
White Wind is going to spur his horse forward and slam into this guy who just murdered one of the mooks.
Okay.
So I'm rolling 6d6, keep 5.
You lancing him? Is that what you're doing?
That's what I'm doing.
Just move, stab. That's it.
Move, stab.
Okay.
This will not be pleasant.
It's almost hard to use macros in this game because there's so many modifiers at different points.
What's the TN of this guy?
8.
That, my dear boy, is 40 damage.
Wow.
Jesus.
Well, he's going to take a wound. So you stab him, and basically...
On that, actually, he has to test an impale.
He most certainly does. Or you actually taste do it, right? You have to, too. Let's see here. Impale. Hold on 1 second. Mike's texting me.
That's sweet, sweet damage.
Impale.
Lances are no joke.
Whenever you get... So you actually need to test on a challenging athletics test. Because if you don't, then you're disarmed. The actually attacker has to test Impale.
Challenging athletics?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Does strength apply?
I think it should. Okay, so you're able to keep hold of the lance. So to remove, so he cannot move, but you cannot attack with your lance either. To yank the weapon free, you must succeed on athletics test as a lesser action against a difficulty of 3 plus the opponent's armor rating, so 11 in this case. Armor rating? Oh yeah, no, it would be 9. Success frees the weapon, and every other and every additional degree deals the weapon damage again, which is insane. Okay, Fox. So you don't get your surprise dice again.
Right.
But you basically just get your normal attack from here.
Oh, yeah. Just actually roll this one off the sheet.
Unless you aim.
Aim.
Yeah.
Aim. Okay, so...
Unless you want to do something fancy, right?
These guys having wounds is really gonna fuck us up.
I didn't want to
And
make
what
it a
was his?
complete walkover. His is 11. Oh wow.
You hit on the dot. This means you hit.
Let's see. 2, 3, 5, 8, 10.
Oh wait, I put the 11 in as a modifier, not the target number.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll the just roll it. There you go. 7 damage, right?
14 because 2 degrees.
Right. I always ask for the base. All right. So 14. That's 6 damage. So he'll take that. So you hit him with another arrow from point blank, and he like screams out in pain. All right. Bandit number 1.
Bandit number 1 is actually going to.
Blue Bandit.
Blue Bandit is going to. This guy has an axe, right?
Yes.
So if I move from here to here, he's not going to get to attack me.
That's
And
correct.
This guy right here is not going to be able to attack me because he has a sword, right?
That's correct. If you just move 1, they can't. Well, actually, yeah, you can move completely freely unless Battle Axe has range, and Battle Axe's range is actually 0. That's weird. Okay. So
Makes
no,
sense to
he
me.
can't.
Battle axe is short. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he cannot hit you.
He is going to step back and move his full movement away, which is 4.
Mm-hmm. You can do that. The guard
And
actually
he's
has a
going to
crossbow
turn in.
anyway, but yeah.
He's going to turn and fire at the guard.
Okay.
Just gonna click his hunting bow.
That's fine.
I don't know what his TN is.
I don't either. Let's see. 7. 2 degrees.
6 damage.
6 damage minus 3. So you pelt him with an arrow, and he like stumbles and almost falls. Chris?
All right. I'm going to shoot at the guy who's currently driving the wagon.
This guy?
And yeah, can I
Is
see
he-
him? Or
Yeah, he'll get cover.
Chris, fire at this guy, seriously.
all right, I'll just fire at that guy. I'm going to aim though.
Yep, you should.
All right, so
Got to get their actions down. That's a big thing we're gonna face or run into.
all right, so I apologize, I'm not used to these guys yet. So it would be my agility plus my marksmanship.
I can do it. Don't worry about it.
It's in your sheet, right?
Well, it's
Don't worry about
yeah,
it. I got
it's
it.
just I was there.
Okay. Yeah. Did you aim with that one?
Yeah, so do I need to roll another d6?
Yeah.
I don't see unless you get a 6 with that. I don't see how it's gonna.
Yeah. That would be a 5. Yeah. So that's pretty good. 16. That's gonna kill him, right? So you basically fire an arrow from the brush and put it straight in his back, and he drops. All right. So this guy is pretty beat up. He like has to So basically, he moves. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I thought. So he's going to do a reckless attack. So basically, all that means, since he has reached 0 with his battle axe, he needs to. He is reaching out of his reach
Range, so
to
he's
hit
gonna
you.
have a negative 1
Yep.
dice.
So basically, with a reckless attack, he's gonna attack with the 1 wound, and that's basically it, because then it negates the whatchamacallit. So reckless attack. He is rolling 6 dice, 66 keep 3. You're both mounted. So 11. What's the Fox's combat defense?
16.
Whiff. So he swings at you and misses. The bowman with the white wolf in his face.
White wind.
White wind, sorry. It's this music. He points his longbow up and fires. Okay. So, let's see here. Alright, so roll with an aim. 96 keep. 17.
He will hit me once.
7 damage.
7 damage. Take 6.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Okay. Cool. So Blue Guard aims at the White Wind and fires, or actually reloads and fires. Right? 9.
Does not hit.
Whiff. Yellow. Doesn't. He reloads and fires at the White Wind too.
Okay.
$15.
Miss.
All right. Your turn. Your lance is in the dude's side, sticking through him. What do? Do you try to pull it out? Do you leave it there? Remember, if you pull it out successfully, it does damage to him.
It does the damage that I dealt to him before, or does it do new
It does.
damage?
It does new damage. So it would do. Let me find Impale real quick. So to yank the weapon free as a lesser action against a difficulty of 3 plus the opponent's armor rating, so that would be a total of 9. A success frees the weapon, and every additional degree deals the weapon damage again.
I think, honestly, I'm better off leaving the weapon and shooting fools with my bow.
Yeah. Okay, so realize that if you do that, that's a lesser action to grab it, and you're on a horse, so that would be your other lesser action. So you couldn't attack this turn.
I never have to roll animal handling.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to roll animal handling. You always have to have a lesser action to ride a horse in combat.
That makes things challenging.
Mm-hmm.
No, we'll do the athletics to try to damage this guy again.
Okay.
If I don't give him another wound, he's probably going to kill me. This is a lesser action, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't do greater actions on horses.
You can't charge.
Well, you can. So the charge is technically your horse's action, the movement part. So it's weird, but
okay. He is going to fighting. I think it's fighting. Yep. No, it's athletics. Right?
Athletics, and I'll let you use your strength.
16 versus 9. That means 3. I think.
No, that's 2.
That's 2. Well, it's still fucking 20 damage.
So let me read this. A success frees the weapon, and every additional degree deals the weapon damage again. So he takes 10.
Well, that's 10.
Yep, and he'll think he'll take that if he can. Let me just. No, he can't take it. He'll take 2 injuries. Drop that. 8.
That's not fucking good.
Fox.
Fucking Fox, come help me. Holy shit.
Sorry, muted. Fox will shoot the
Okay.
captain guy.
He'll take 2 cover. So basically, your TN is 2 higher. So you're rolling against a 10. So you get your aim and all that jazz.
Don't kill me.
I think there are rules for that, but I don't know them off the top of my head. So
There actually isn't any penalties for shooting into melee. It's the whole Jon Snow thing. Like, you don't get hit by arrows, especially if they're not aimed at you, which is dumb.
I always just give cover for it.
Apparently, he doesn't get hit by cavalry either.
Yeah, well, let's not talk about that. Fucking get him, Fox. All you need to do is kill him. This dude's the biggest threat here, seriously. Oh, get fucked.
So that's 14 damage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You did it versus a 10, right? Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So 14 damage. Let's see what he can do here. He can take another wound. He can take 2 injuries. That would take 8 off that. So he'll take 2 injuries. Give him 6 damage.
He's at 4 injuries right now.
Yep, he sure is. Can't take any more injuries. Bandit. Blue Bandit.
He also can't do anything either.
No, he can still do his stuff. Blue Bandit is going to aim and fire at the guy on horseback.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's gonna get... Is this high ground right here?
Yeah, it is. Well, archery doesn't matter for high ground, right? High ground only really matters when you are disproportionate in your level, right? Horse versus unhorsed, that kind of thing.
Again, I'm just gonna hit the button.
That's fine. And we'll just keep it in.
Technically speaking, I don't think I'm horsed right now because I had to move the rocks. And
that is technically a hit with 3 damage.
So that's that would be against an 8. That's 2 degrees of success. That's 6 damage. He has to take a wound.
Okay,
Oh,
now he's
wait!
useless.
I'm sorry. You shot this guy. That's right. That's correct, right? You shot the rider in front of you.
The who? What? I'm sorry.
Who did you shoot? You shot him, or you shot him?
Because this guy is in cover, right? And this guy was in cover. This guy wasn't.
I would say this guy's not actually in cover from just the way it is.
What kind of armor is this guy in? I never asked.
Brigading.
Oh, okay, so I might not even get through him. Yeah, I mean, I said it was this guy right here.
Okay.
Just the caravan
That's
guard.
fine. That's fine. So that would be definitely 2 degrees of success. 8 damage with pierce. Oh no, he's got longbow. So 8 damage. Or you can shoot him. That's fine.
I said I was attacking the guards.
All right. Cool. So 8 damage minus 3, 5 damage he takes. Next bandit.
I was going to shoot at the captain unless you guys think I should shoot at somebody else.
Shoot at the caravan guard right there. Got to knock down their mooks.
All right. Well, fair enough.
Cover.
I'm just going to aim and shoot through the cover because technically speaking, I don't know if I'm actually mounted or not because I moved the rocks, but
doesn't matter. 9,
Uh,
TN 9.
Your dice pool is 5d3. Or 5, keep 3. So roll a d6 again.
already ahead of you. Yeah, no.
1 degree.
12 is still enough.
1 degree. I think he's going to take 1 damage. What's your damage? 3?
Yep, 3.
Takes
Yeah.
1. Picking him off. This guy is...
Oh shit, Ted, was that a lesser action to do that? No, I have to do lesser action horse maneuver bullshit.
Yeah. So that's rules as written, right? That's not something so he is going to try to run. Well, he's going to use his horse and sprint. He is that way somewhere, right? So he basically kicks his horse, turns it around, starts riding like a mofo down the road.
I mean, can he even do that?
Why wouldn't he be able to?
Because, well, he's got a wound, right? He's also like, what the fuck, man?
Tell me why he wouldn't be able to do it.
I mean, if he gets his like whatever bone, like he should have his back to us at least.
I don't understand. He does. I mean, he's fleeing.
Are we gonna get the opportunity to chase him down or not?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
That's why I'm keeping him on the edge of the screen. All right. So the longbowman is going to fire at. Don't forget to spend your DP. Oh, you don't. You can't. You can't. But the fox could. So he's going to aim and shoot at the white wind.
Mm-hmm.
So if you would like to spend a DP, Rob, you can to alter this roll.
Well, he also has to deal with the fact that he's keeping a less dice and he's negative 4 off of that. So I don't really care.
Okay. All right.
I still have wounds and injuries I can take.
True too.
Okay.
9d6, 3 minus 4. 12.
Nope.
So he whiffs. 2 hurt. So orange reloads, shoots. $13, miss.
Nope.
Other guy reload, shoot, miss. All right. So White Wind with his lance in hand.
Turns and chases this guy down.
Okay, and I think you could move. Yep, he moved fast. You could lance him from there.
I will try to.
Well, yeah. Well, he sprinted and you sprinted, but so since it's the same, go ahead and attack, even though it's a greater action for both of you, because that would just prolong it forever.
I mean, eventually I'm gonna win. He has wounds, and I have a handling of 4. So
yeah.
It's gonna be. Animal handling is gonna give me 5. It's gonna. Okay, so 5. What's his TN?
His TN is 11. 2.
20 damage.
So you basically come up behind him and you ride him through. So why don't you describe how you do that?
The white wind, you can see him get like shot at. He doesn't pay attention to the bolts that like he deflects with his shield, his circular shield. and he like jumps over the like his horse gets into a gallop and jumps over the horse and jumps over the rock that's in the road, like just fully just goes over it as he goes up like a little cliff. And on the way down, like his horse like ran up this little sidewall and jumped off right here. It's almost as if the two were moving in tandem, and from the side of his head down through his jaw and into the back of his chest, the lance goes through and knocks him off his horse.
Yeah, and so he just tumbles off the horse, right, into a heap.
And the White Wind turns his horse.
And the dust just flies up into the air. And Fox.
All right, Fox will shoot again at the... Actually, you know what? This time I'm going to shoot the guy off of the...
Okay.
Does he uncover from where I am? Do I need to move to get him?
If you move from a horseback, you wouldn't be able to shoot. Because... Oh, no, you would. I'm sorry. You most certainly would be able to. Because that's a lesser action to move, lesser action to shoot. So, yep. He would get 2 cover from there. Maybe 1. Just 1. I'm not sure.
The aim is worth more.
CD for cover, by the way. 5 to 10 usually.
Yeah, well, I'm giving it less here. So.
Yeah, well, the aim is worth more than...
Yeah, absolutely.
So, total dice.
I expect this guy to be very dead soon.
So the guard captain was the one who's the bigger badass.
He was. Bows are deadly in this game.
Well, he was the only guy I had made until Rivers made his dude, and
what's the TN on
8. 8. Yeah, otherwise it would have been just a murder fest. It already is a murder fest, right? Yeah, so you sling an arrow into him and it kills him. How does it do it?
He's trying desperately to wheel the horses and cart around, and as he's looking over his shoulder, the arrow catches him right in the carotid artery. Blood just sort of fountains out of his neck.
Yeah, so he grabs his neck and, trying to grab where the wound is, and blood is just like squirting kind of out of the hole and through his fingertips, and he just drops to his knees, and then kind of, instead of like a violent slump forward, he can just sits on his haunches and just kind of his head just bows forward as he just dies of blood loss right there. So the other guards, they drop their crossbows and throws up their hands. They're like, "Please don't kill us. We're just hired help. We won't say anything. We'll, one of them's like, we'll join you, actually. Yeah.
What's the roll to see if we believe that?
Can we actually move this into an intrigue then? Like the fox doing an intrigue, actually?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it would probably be... yeah, sure. Let's do it. So let me roll something here. So basically, the fox status for that, the fox would go first. Are you trying to ascertain? Yeah, go ahead and role play, and then we'll do the rolling.
I'm going to step away because I'm useless here.
No, you can. Well, yeah, as a player, but the wind needs to be there looking intimidating.
I can coordinate if you want me to, but you need to actually roll initiative first, I think.
Well, his status is... I'm just going to let the fox go first. It's fine.
How about me, then? Can I bank off of the fox? Because this is technically a combat, by the way.
Sure.
So the fox will kick his horse out into the road there and, look at these two from behind his cowling, his mask. Do you know who I am?
And they look at each other, and then they look at you, and they nod, and they're like, "Aye, we've heard of you, yes. The fox, right?"
Aye. And why should I believe that you two would join us?
They're like, we're just doing this for coin. Hired a few days ago to help run these shipments to Ironwood. Don't got no love for the Red Hawks, no love for the Redmanes. Just normal folk trying to make some coin.
That actually intrigues Fox. What's the role to see if he believes him? How does that work?
So basically, let's do. Well, I mean, the one thing we could, let's just do a very simple one. So do awareness, empathy. Is what it is.
Straight awareness.
Mm-hmm. So a 12. So like I'll roll something for them. Let me see. Let's just do it versus passive. Okay. I mean, so you hear. So the words there, you don't have. You think that they're telling the truth, that they don't really. They might not, particularly, the bandit's life might not be their first choice, perhaps, but they're more than willing to do it for coin and for their lives. That's the kind of sense you get.
I think Fox will ride over closer to him. Aye, normal folk, eh?
Just normal folk?
There's always room for two more.
And they look at each other, appearing relieved, and they're like, that's much appreciated. We won't let you down. And the guy on the bench wagon steps off and just is like, it's all yours.
All right, well,
I'm going to be over there, and I kind of lift it up, and I'm like, if this is another baby under here, I'm going to be very upset.
I thought the same thing when this thing started.
A redheaded baby in there.
What the hell? John the drunk appears out of the bushes. Gold! It was supposed to be gold!
You never know.
Yeah. The White Wind did what he had to, or gathered the body of the free rider and his horse. And he points to the two guys that got off the wagon.
And Fox will raise an eyebrow at that.
He points back to the wagon, and he points back towards the direction of the Redwater. And then he shakes his head no. And then he points to his eyes.
And the guys just kind of look at each other, and they're like, we wouldn't... I don't know what he's saying. That we aren't taking this anywhere. It's all yours. We're with you.
He points to the guys again, and then he points to the cart and does the giddy up motion with his hands back to the town, or around the town.
Okay. So they they nod, and they kind of put their hands up, and they're like, yes, we'll drive the cart. No problem. No problem.
Okay.
And he goes up to the fox, and he nods down, and he looks at his hand, and he says, he kind of pantomimes like a circle around his hand, and he does a long way round.
Go the long way around the town.
Mm-hmm. Or we could take it to Ironwood ourselves and sell it. But that's just me. But is there a way we can resolve this scene without getting too in depth, Ted?
Yeah, it's pretty much over. You stole it, right? You did what you did what you came to do.
So what are the contents, just out of curiosity?
Just dry goods, dyes, just normal kind of stuff. Nothing.
One thing
redheaded
the White
babies.
Wind will try to do is he is going to spend a second to stir up a dust cloud and cover up the blood stains and grab the bodies and throw them in the cart.
Sure. You collect the
Well,
dead.
we use some clothes off one of the dead guys to mop up some of the blood on the cart, make the whole thing look a little less, like a cart jacking.
Yeah, so the cart isn't in too bad of shape. Yeah, you can take it off with no problem. And so you lead the wagon clip
Leave no
clops away.
evidence,
Yeah, there doesn't
And
not much evidence.
can we actually make
Deal.
can we actually make like rolls for this, Tet?
If you want, it's not necessary. There's not going to be anybody coming with CSI, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
No, it's all good. Let's just move on.
cool.
God, I wish my nephews would die. Oh, hey, was that unmuted?